Hi, you got Mary and Leva here with the Hive Tribe. We are going to introduce to you our vision today, and so I'm going to let Leva take the floor.
Hello, everyone. As I was tuning in today, what came to me is that every day you come across people who, if you look hard enough, look just like you did at some point before someone helped you. And that can be in your family and money and health, whatever. So, the idea that was popping in my head is you should only look down on someone if you're pulling them up. And that is one of the foundations of what we are creating with the Hive Tribe of we are doing this all together. And when we talk about big vision, it's actually a vision Spirit gave me years ago. And I'll give you the three parts and then we'll kind of expound on it of like how we're actually taking it into the world. But there were three levels. So the top level is serving high-end clients. So we're talking technology, the cutting edge healing modalities, all of those things, creating retreat centers, modalities, things like that to serve those who can pay it for. The second level is many practitioners serving many people, which, that's where Mary and I came in because we collect modalities like
Like seashells.
like seashells, baseball cards, collect we collected healing modalities, energies, things like that. And then the third level was about community and about giving back. So in this level of the retreat centers and that, there was also a community aspect and a community place for coming together and also for learning and for integration. So in these centers, they'd be based around the planet in these places of portal energy, like for instance, Costa Rica, where I am, different places around the world that have these powerful pulls, these powerful energies, and also have indigenous medicine that either has been misconstrued, it's been hidden, it's been not shared, and we wanted to also honor that. Spirit said to also honor that of what if we give back to the indigenous people who are on this particular land where these centers are? There would be learning about what that medicine is, learning about their land, learning about their culture, not putting in, our own ideas. Mary and I are both from the United States, and, Americans have like a stereotype of like, we know, and everyone should do it our way, things like that. So
I'll show
pushing
you how.
you don't speak English. And I mean, I say that laughingly because here I am in Costa Rica taking Spanish lessons. um, but anyway, so learning from the culture, the land, the medicine, and then giving back. So the community elders would receive care, a pro bono. There would be community giving back, like if you want to host um, donations or different things. So again, you are giving back both in the healing modalities, the technologies, the facilitation, the healing, as well as receiving the learning and their medicine. So that was the big vision that Spirit has gave to me many years ago. Uh, and in speaking to people over the years, there are many who have similar variations and similar ideas who are working on different aspects of this. So this is not just a me thing. This is a spirit led thing, and this is how we are choosing to bring it forward. Uh, so I'll bring that, and then Mary dive a little more into our personalized vision.
No, thank you so much, Leva. And yes, just like, and this is what brought us together. And I think that's what's so special is just that similarity in the vision, similarities in, where we've been and how we've got to where we are. And it's not linear, so we're still going forever.
Well
Yeah. But, it's just like this really incredible honor in being able to step in to this empowerment piece and pour from this creative center, right? um so as been shared is like the three-tiered vision. And so what we've been working on is utilizing the modalities and the lessons that we've learned and creating this healing through the earth as well. So Leva has this really beautiful background in Reiki and has all of these really cool programs that she has been a part of and taught and done, and a lot of things that are around honeybees. But then I'm also like working directly with the honeybees. And so we've been able to come together in this light of healing energetically, like physically, and also healing through the earth. And I think as she's shared, it's like that really big give back piece. Like there has to be a reciprocity. Even in learning, I'm studying Chinese medicine, and even in learning herbs, there's some beautiful, beautiful ancient medicine that's been around for like thousands of years. And it's either desecrated or illegal because America's taken advantage of it. And it's just it's the truth. Like, it's like that's the reality of it. And so how do we relearn and unlearn certain ways, and how do we recreate our reality into a way where we're able to live through our human code, and where there isn't a further depletion of ourselves but also of the whole. So there's just like this really beautiful way where we all get to come together and share our truths and our experiences and transform everything into this light piece where we can give that back. Even in studying medicine and different ways that we can heal, and then trying to get help inside in our system, it's been really challenging. Our doctors are not trained to do modalities to heal. They're trained to either give medication and diagnose, or to reference out. And I just find that so disempowering. And so we're here to really recreate a system. And it's not even a system. We're just going to recreate the reality and the whole of that alignment piece, and people being able to experience life through their truth. And that's really the gift. And that's how we are able to have that symbiotic relationship with nature, with energy, and with ourselves, and come back to that center of love. So I'm just really excited that we get to be a part of this and share that with you, you know?
And it's actually the natural way, because if we look at our amazing bodies,
Mm-hmm.
like just think in the simplest term, you get a cut and it heals. There's a scab, there's healing, things like that. And our bodies know how to heal. And it's just giving them the environment where they can. And whether that's herbs or energy or nutrition or water or like your physical environment, like where do you live? What do you live next to? All these different things. It's going back to the natural way of how can I provide the best environment for my body to heal because it knows how. It's when we get off track or we maybe subscribe to listening to someone above our own body or our own intuition uh, or like, well, this person has studied all these years, they would know better. No. And I in no way am saying that doctors don't have their places and that
No.
there may need to be um, medical intervention. Like, for instance, when I was 34, I was given 2 weeks to live. I, in order to live, I had to come up with a system of both Western medicine because I needed blood transfusions, surgery, all different things, as well as healing the emotional, the spiritual, which was the piece that was killing me, and it was reflected in my bone. So there
Mhm.
needs to be a marriage of both and whatever is highest, whatever your body needs. But it's also tuning your intuition so you know exactly what that is, whether it's a specific medication, a supplement, water, nutrition, you need physical healing or emotional healing, all of these different things. So in our vision, again, we want to have everyone grab hands and do this and do it for ourselves, do it for our children, do it for the earth, do it for the communities that have not been heard, the medicine that has been lost or is undiscovered to us, perhaps. And also just in gratitude for these beautiful bodies and this beautiful earth and the beautiful lives that we get to live. So we come together, and if we start to entrain to the natural way, for instance, with the bees, they're such amazing, such amazing inspiration, and just watching them, and again, the natural way, the way things were meant to be, and using today's knowledge, technology, supplementation, energy work, somatics, all the things, including our financial
Yeah.
resources.
No, and I think that's like the gift is like learning that community aspect, and that's really what this like huge thing is here, right? Is and I love that. It's like coming together and like reaching out your hands. Like, okay, you just made me think of this. So like when you're when you go into the hive, when I go into the hive, right? And I'm like separating, there's frames, and that's where they build all their honeycomb, and they have their life forms and their honey and everything that they build in there, right? But when I'm pulling out a frame, now there's like thousands of bees. And then you're like, as you're pulling it apart carefully, they're all linking hands, you know? So there's like chain links of bees. They're so sweet, and they like fly like that and everything too. And it's like, it's just so cute just to see how oriented they are in their community and how perfectly and beautifully it works, right? And it's not by like everybody becoming the same thing and it's like everybody standing in their light and doing their piece and their part in their own truth. And it's just so cool to see it all come together in the whole. It's the best sense of community I've ever been a part of. And the thing is that it's not just this one, it's not linear. It's like there's stages to everything. Like each bee goes through all of these different little stages to complete its life cycle, you know? And we're so much a part of that. And I think that it's not get to this bar and we're good and we've got there and then you just like plateau out in life. It's like reach out your hands continuously, either pulling somebody up, as you said, that's the only way you should be looking down, right? But also too, there's moments that I've got to reach my hand out too, and that's okay. Like that's what we're creating, is this just that ability to be able to lean in and to heal. And I just really love that image of holding hands, you know, because we're not in this alone. And as you said, we're not the only ones with this vision or that are doing something similar. And I really do believe that us coming together and healing through the earth and having that huge relationship with spirit and our creator and all of these things intertwined, there's limitless possibility. And that's the gift, you know.
And it also brings to mind that everyone has a place. I know I've felt it. I know Mary's felt it. I know many of us feel like we have been in places and spaces where we don't belong, where we're not understood, where we think differently. And you're like, where's my people?
Like, seriously.
Gotta be out there somewhere. We keep looking and we keep looking and we keep looking. And sometimes the way to find those people is to build that place. So to build it, they will come. So we are building this Hive Tribe and these spaces that will continue to bubble out and bridge, because again, we don't just do one thing or believe in one thing. We have a million things and a million ideas, and we do better with that. You know, we just working on
everybody
one
has their thing, right? And that just be ours.
Yes. So if you've felt that of I don't belong or I'm not seen, first I want to honor that and to breathe into that and looking into the camera, know that I am looking at you and Mary is looking at you, and know that you are seen, you are loved, you have a place, you belong, and we need you. One of my mentors, she talks about God doesn't make junk.
No.
And then the idea is that, you know, however you believe, creator, God, spirit, universe, all of that, there could have been another planet or another star or another flower or another animal. And I say that, and I have this thing pop in my head, like just a random aside. I saw this animal walking across the road, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. And it's like Pasote, and I'm like, what does that translate to? And I'm like, okay, no, that's the translation. I still don't know what it is, but anyway. So God could have made a Pasote, another one, but instead he decided, and I say he is just a whatever. Spirit, God, source made you. So there was a particular need for you in this moment, in this time of you are needed for a particular reason, your magic, your experiences, your desires, the things you want to create, the communities you're here to build, the people you're here to collaborate with, connect with. And again, we want to have you know that you're seen for that, that you're here for a reason. Like you would not be here in this particular time, in this particular earth, and with what's going on if it wasn't for a reason. So you do belong. You are here. You are seen. You are loved. And if you want to come play with us, come on. We like to play.
Yay!
Join the Hive Tribe.
Yeah.
Your
So
own.
thank you all for joining us today and for coming and saying hello and for being part of our vision. I feel incredibly honored and I'm excited and I hope you guys are excited. I don't know. You got anything else to say, Leva?
Let me see. Mm. Mm. What's coming to mind is no matter where you are today or in this life or in your creations, what is one thing today that you can appreciate about yourself and reflect on that and have that lead your day today?
No, I love that. There's like this piece of gratitude that creates space for love. And I love that. I hope you all have a beautiful day and we'll catch you next time.